What is going on, everybody? Happy, another happy Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing, hitting that notification bell. All those things is definitely make sure you, hopefully, and I'm grateful that you guys support this channel. Um, so listen, I know I am running kind of late, and I promise you, I really do promise you that I am definitely grateful for you guys to just tune in and just continue to keep supporting and showing your love for me and everything like that, whatever, man. So, but you just got to know, like, I really scrambled. I really scrambled to get here today. I promise you I did. I tried to make it on time, but I scrambled. You remember that Bo Jackson commercial a while back ago where, you know, Bo knows baseball, Bo knows this, that was me today scrambling, trying to make it here tonight to be able to do the show, because I promised you all, I said I'm coming back to do a show after Thanksgiving. And speaking of Thanksgiving, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how was your Thanksgiving? Tell me, did you guys get full? And who took my recommendation up? At least getting one of the buttermilk sky pies. Now, I know it was too late to order the turkeys for you guys to have it on Thanksgiving, the day of Thanksgiving, whatever, because I'm telling you, the Greenberg turkeys, they like really get backed up on orders. So, and it takes a while for them to actually get it to your table. But guess what? Christmas is coming around. So if you miss this round of getting the Greenberg turkeys, you can order one and it'll probably be there for Christmas. So you definitely got to make sure you go and order your own turkey. But the buttermilk sky pie, tell me if you guys got it. You got to tell me, how did you guys think about it? Was it good? Tell me, what type of pie did you guys get? What was your flavor of choice? You know, did you go with the pecan pie? We say here in the DFW area is pecan, or some people say pecan. We say pecan. Did you get a pecan pie? Did you get a pecan pie? Did you get a pumpkin pie? Pumpkin spice pie? Did you get apple pie? What type of pie did you get if you got it from Buttermilk Sky Pies? The pies that I actually recommended for you all to get to bring to Thanksgiving. Or, you know what? Just tell me, did you guys make your own desserts? Did you guys make your own seasoning and dressing and things like that, or whatever? I want to know in the comment section when the show is over with. I want to read the comments. Tell me how your guys' Thanksgiving went. Now, good news is the Dallas Cowboys won, so that made Thanksgiving, a little bit better for some people. And so because every time when the Cowboys play and they have a bad season, you already know it gets really rough right around Thanksgiving time at the table. People are, the food don't go down as well when the Cowboys lose, but when they win, most definitely the Thanksgiving goes a little bit better, and you don't really have a lot of animosity at the table. But that brings me to the first conversation that we got to talk about. Shannon Sharpe. Now, brother Shannon Sharpe. Okay, so we know you, Uncle Shay Shay. We know you do your thing, brother. You've been winning on social media. You won in the football field. Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe. First Take Shannon Sharpe. ESPN Shannon Sharpe. Nightcap Shannon Sharpe. Him and Ocho Cinco. What else he got? Shannon Sharpe he has his own particular brand. I mean, this guy's been killing it. But come on, man. The dog at the table. Now, you ought to know better, We can't have that in the community with having the dog at the table eat, man. And you know what they say? They always say that you have to be weary and leery of these potlucks where people bringing food, at the office, at the job, when they have these spreads. So you got to be leery of that, whatever, because of things like that. But what is it about having the dog eating at the table, eating out of utensils, eating out of plates? You see a lot of dog owners actually feeding the dog with the utensils and forks and spoons and cut. What's going on? Is this something? Maybe it's something I'm missing, but we didn't grow up like that in the household. Ain't no matter of fact, a dog can even be nowhere near the table, in the kitchen. Dogs will put outside. But now we've made it part of our culture, and the dog is part of the family now. The dog is part of the family. Now we are having the dogs inside, sitting down at the table, around the table, close to the table, on top of the table, getting ready. And I'm saying to myself, and when you see us doing it, you looking like, oh man, come on, man. We wasn't even brought up like that. So where do we get this type of thing at where we allowing the dog to eat at the table while we saying grace and prayer, whatever the case may be? Somebody should have ring out to Shannon and say, hey, brother, you know what, man? If you don't get that damn dog off the table, it's gonna be me and you, but mostly me. Somebody need to go out and tell Unc that, whatever, man, because be honest with you, Unc is he up there as far as like in status. He's up there with status. Guys is a household name. And one time, Ocho Cinco said something that resonated to me as well. And I'm saying to myself, Ocho might be right on this one. He said that because one time Unc was on, Shannon Sharpe was on the show at Nightcap talking with Ocho Cinco, and he said $1 million is not a lot of money. Okay. All right, bet. I mean, to you, there might not be a lot of money. And Ocho Cinco, he was right. He said him on his, he pretty much put Shannon in his place about $1 million. He was like, hey, look, man, you must be out of touch with yourself to think that $1 million ain't a lot of money. It might not be a lot of money to you, but to other people, $1 million can go a long way, especially if you know how to be able to budget or you know how to be able to invest or whatever the case may be. And when Unc told Shannon Sharpe that, Shannon Sharpe looking at Unc like, well, $1 million ain't nothing. Well, okay, cool. The lifestyle that you may be living, Unc, Shannon Sharpe, yeah, you know what, $1 million. Yeah, okay, yeah, you can blow through that like it ain't nobody's business. But to regular folks, for you to say something like that, because now it almost make it seem like, okay, you're getting ahead of yourself, you're getting full of yourself. And I couldn't believe that Shannon Sharpe would get out there and say something that controversial when you start talking about finances and money or whatever, to say what is a lot of money. That because finances is a very touchy subject. A lot of people just don't like touching about finances. But for him to be bold and with his chest out and say something like that about $1 million ain't a lot of money. Come on, Unc. You out of touch with yourself. You out of touch with yourself for you to say something like that. You out of touch with yourself when you having the dog at the table while you saying grace and prayer. You out of touch with yourself, disconnected, if you can't reach down to the masses, the people that put you up there on the platform that you have. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be mindful. You got to watch what you say when it comes to being in the social media world, and especially having the type of platform that you have. When you start talking about what ain't a lot of money and so on and so forth or whatever, you shouldn't have your mouth speak on nothing like that, because again, you will definitely, it makes it seem like, that you got so much money, and and it almost sounds like you're gloating about all this type of money that you have, that, $1 million, that ain't no money. Come on, man. You can't do people like that, whatever, man, because there's a lot of people that wish they had $1 million right. I wish I had $1 million right now. Yeah, I wish I had $1 million right now. I bet you I could make something happen with that. That'll be a whole lot of money to me. Might not be a lot of money to you, Shannon Sharpe, but I'm not Shannon Sharpe. I'm little old Mr. Know-It-All Reaction, just the average Joe sitting behind a camera, giving you guys my opinions and my takes about different things that happen throughout the world. But give me $1 million, man. I would probably, I think I won a lottery if I was able to get a hold of $1 million to see that many, figures on a check or however I got it. Yeah, that'd be well, most definitely. I would definitely be happy and be humble about it. Won't be gloating and that ain't no money. Oh man, any kind of money is money, especially when you don't have it. All right. So, that's my thoughts and opinions about, Shannon Sharpe. And like I said, I'm not here to tear the brother down or whatever, man, but you got to be mindful and you got to be extra careful on what you say and how you say it, because again, perception is everything. So when you put out there saying something reckless as that, especially you got an audience. A lot of people don't have no $1 million. Hell, a lot of people don't have $1,000, $100 to their name. And for you to say something like that, man, it just make it seem like, hey, you're so far up here. Everybody else is down here. And, it just looked bad, Shannon Sharpe. But you still my guy, though, man. I like to watch the show. I like to see your opinions and views about certain things. You and Unc be killing it, man. I mean, you and Ocho Cinco be killing it. And I definitely enjoy to watch it because I learned some things on you guys' channel as well, and how you guys just know how to keep an audience and entertain people as well. So I enjoy it. I love it a lot. But so I'm still going to continue to support the brother. And this is not a bashing from me at all, but who am I? But this is not a bashing from me. But it's just something that my thoughts and my opinions about what I saw over the week, the holiday week, involving the situation and whatnot. So, there it is. And we're going to definitely keep it moving, baby. But we got to definitely, we know what we're here for. We're here to play some of these jams. And this one is coming in from the one and only Mr. Robin Thicke.
Turn a boy into a good man. Make a queen feel like what the is so funny.
You are listening to Mr. Know-It-All Reactions Radio Show Live. Please be sure to subscribe.
That's what love can do. It's not what love can do. That's what you do to me. Every day makes me believe. 'Cause that's what love can do. Baby, that's what love can do right away. Yeah. You are now the most important. You and I have built this fortress. One night we could make it all right. There's no need to run. That's what love can do. It's not what love can do. That's what love can do. Oh, I'll tell you what you do to me. Every day I find something else that makes me believe. 'Cause that's what love can do. That's what love can do every day. When the morning comes, I see you, I feel the sun, and I know right where I belong. And you may not know until you grow who you are or what you know. Not everybody finds a love like I. That's what love can do. That's what love can do. That's what love can do. Oh, you do to me. Every day I find something else that makes me believe.
That's from the one and only Mr. Robin Thicke. That's what love can do. We got to continue to keep the mood going with the one and only Mr. John Legend. So high. We bringing all the love songs to you. Let's get it, baby. Let's rock and roll. You are listening to Mr. Know-It-All Reactions Radio Show Live. Please be sure to subscribe.
Baby, since the day you came into my life, you made me realize that we were born to fly. You showed me every day new possibilities. You proved my fantasy and love could really be. Let's go, only lovers go to a spot that we've never known. To the top of the clouds we'll float till away. It feels so great, and all this love is playing, and baby we're so high, walking on clouds now. So high, so high. Maybe later we could go to the moon or sail among the stars before the night is through. And when morning comes, we'll see the sun. It's not so far, and we can't get much closer to God than where we are. We'll go to a place only lovers go, to a spot that we've never known. To the top of the clouds we'll float till the ooh, this feels so crazy, and all this love is playing, and baby we're so walking on clouds now. So high, so high. Baby, we're so high, walking on clouds. So high, you got me so high, you got me so high. My shoes are scraping the sky. You got me so high, you got me so high, you got me so high. My shoes are scraping the sky. Yeah. Yeah, it's not supposed to be. Yeah, this is how love's supposed to be. Yeah, let's go to the moon, baby. Ooh, let's go to the moon, baby. Yeah, let's go.
That beautiful song comes to you by the one and only John Legend, So High. And I want you to be high, mighty high, always high in love, baby. This is Miss Note Our Reaction. This is Miss Note Our Reaction saying thank you guys for tuning in again. And we definitely got to keep it moving. The one and only Coach Prime with the Colorado Buffaloes. They had senior day last Saturday. And this was Coach Prime's seniors. The notable seniors were Shador Sanders, Shiloh Sanders, Travis Hunter. These are the notable guys that everybody, they put butts in seats at Folsom Field. Now these guys are seniors, and looks like Shador, Shiloh, and Travis Hunter, like they have promising careers in the next for the NFL next year. Well, Coach Prime walked out with his sons Shiloh and Shador. And before this happened on senior day, you know how it is where the football players and the parents walk in the field, give props and to notice the parents and the seniors and that whole thing. Well, before Coach Prime walks out with his sons, Shador or Shiloh, either one of them, I forget which one who did it, but they thought it was a good idea for Coach Prime, their father, and then their mother, Pilar, to somehow meet each other on the football field during Shiloh and Shador's moment of being notarized for being seniors, playing for Colorado Buffaloes and everything that come with it. And Shador and Shiloh, Deion in the middle. He's walking the ball. I don't know if Deion was aware that this was going to happen, but he walks his kids. He's in the middle between his boys. He walks those kids in the middle of the field. And then you see Pilar, his ex-wife. And if you know the story about Pilar and Deion, they had a really, really messy divorce. I don't know all the ins and outs of all that. You guys can definitely look it up and you guys can research it yourself, but it was pretty nasty. They went to court and it was just, it was open in public. People saw everything about it. But Pilar and Deion, they had a nasty divorce. Well, you see Deion walk with the two boys and he sees Pilar. Pilar jumps into the picture and you just see Deion, that 4.2 that he used to have, jetted out to the side. And now you got, the boys, the seniors, the two boys, Shiloh and Shador, they're there with their mother. And I mean, here's the thing though, they went on like business as usual because, she was there to support her boys and she was happy and so on and so forth or whatever. So she didn't make it look awkward, but they actually, orchestrated the whole thing well after Deion jetted like that. So people were saying, hey, man, all over social media, why would Deion do his boys like that? He should have did that and so on and so forth. And he was selfish and Deion was just, he's into himself and all the above. And you know what? Guess what? We don't know. That may be true. It may not be true. Okay. My thoughts is this. All right. This is Mr. Know-it-all's opinions and thoughts about it. Look, everybody, mind your business what's going on with Coach Prime. Is Coach Prime paying y'all bills for you guys to be that all worked up about what's going on in his personal life with him and his ex? Okay. We don't know if what had happened behind the scenes that led up to that. We don't know what happened after the scenes, the aftermath of all that. You know what I'm saying? That's that man's business. Whatever goes on in his household goes on in his household. How relationship we have with his exes, that's Coach Prime's business. Point blank, period. I think we get so wrapped up and caught up with what somebody else doing in their household and how they run in their household. What about how you run in your household? Right? Yeah. Let's get on that. How you run your household. We always try to push our agenda and push our how we will handle certain things and situations, on somebody else. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that's how you gonna handle it, but somebody else will handle it a certain kind of way. I just thought it was a big nothing burger. Some people just want to look for any type of animosity, any type of negative press, negative news about Coach Prime. And here's the thing, and I'm not a Coach Prime supporter at all. Hell of a football player. Loved him when he was by Cowboys. Love to see him, succeed and have a wonderful career in the NFL. Very entertaining guy. Matter of fact, Deion at his time, when his prime, great for the culture. Man was a freaking phenomenal athlete, baseball player, football player. Everybody wanted to impersonate Deion on the football field, and they still do. Matter of fact, he's so iconic that whenever you see the number 21 on the football field, you automatically think of Deion Sanders. You don't think of nobody else wearing the number 21 as iconic as he was, and he still is. Nobody actually thinks about another, and I'm not knocking any other great athletes that wore number 21. Like LaDainian Tomlinson, he wore 21. Good athlete, great athlete. Matter of fact, LaDainian, I met him, when he was with playing with TCU and when he used to play for Waco University. Family members know of him. But I'm not knocking what's his name for the Redskins? Sean Taylor, another guy wore number 21. Great. These guys are great players, but when you think about the number 21, Deion Sanders is numero uno, hands down. Ain't no second guessing that at all. Okay. And like I said, we do know, and we've seen over the years, because Deion's very open about his personal life on what he used to do and how he used to do things in his past life. And, the type of, he was flamboyant with his primetime persona. And also, he was, it got him to the point of his life where he had mentioned that, he was suicidal with that, at one point, because of he had a lot of different things that happened in his life, which ended up making him a better human being like he is today. But the whole situation with the Folsom Field Senior Day, yeah, okay, just looking up on it, I can't speak on how I would have handled that situation. He felt that's what he needed to do for his family, to have peace in his, in his life. Not saying that Pilar is not giving him peace, or he's not peaceful around. They don't have peace with each other. But that was a moment for the kids, his children, his young men that's getting ready to go to the next level, because just like he said, he is not a baby daddy. He's a father, and he's a hell of a father. He's done a great job with his children and what he had to work with, especially being in the spotlight that he was in, that he has been under since his playing days with playing football, and also being a head coach at one of the Power 5 schools, such as Colorado, also with Jackson State as well. So the man been up under a lot of lights, and I can't knock him for that at all or whatever. But I just think that if you're gonna support the brother, support him. If not, you got something negative to say about him, hold your peace. We don't always have to be negative and outspoken about something negative all the time. Keep your mouth closed, worry about your business, the bills and the stuff like that pays you. So those are my thoughts about Coach Prime, and I absolutely love it. I want to see you guys in the comment section as well. Do you guys think it was a big deal about Coach Prime and how everything unfolded with the senior day? Do you guys think it was selfish? Do you guys think that Coach Prime made the right decision with giving his boys mother, let her get to shine on with her boys? Whatnot. I thought it was a beautiful thing as well. It was just beautiful just to see the family out there, doing their own thing, and giving all the notoriety and all the respect that they truly deserve. So anyway, my hat goes off to Coach Prime, the Colorado Bus, for another great season. Also, my hat goes off to Shador, Shiloh, Travis Hunter, all those guys that's playing football over there, getting ready to go to the next level, and the people and some of the kids that probably won't make it there, whatever, man. But congratulations, man. Shouts out to you guys. Y'all guys had a wonderful season. I promise you, I was one that's like, man, they finna get their tail blown out in Big 12, and you guys proved me wrong, and I'm here to eat crow on that as well. So anyway, that is my thoughts about it. You guys tell me yours at the bottom, but we're gonna keep it moving with the one and only, my guy, Mr. Brian McKnight. Find myself in you.
lonely. Though there were so many summers waiting, I'm so glad that this ain't that. Please, so I can make it through the long day. That's a fact. Baby, I can't wait to get next to you. Oh, can't wait to wrap my arms around your body. Baby, I can't help but tell the truth. Oh, it's so hard to wait till no one else is around. I'm trying to keep myself together till I find myself in you. Baby, no. Before they take you back to heaven, gonna find in you. No. Been waiting, but there are some things that need my attention.
You are listening to Mr. Know-It-All Reaction Radio Show Live. Please be sure to subscribe.
My hands all over your body, baby. You know, I know just what to do. And baby, I can't wait to get next to you. Oh, I can't wait to wrap my arms around your body. Baby, I can't help but tell the truth. Oh, it's so hard to wait till no one else is around. I'm gonna try to keep myself together till I find myself in you. Baby, no. Before they take you back to heaven, gonna find myself in you. No. The only thing I want to be is right here with you. No, that you down and you can take what you want from me as long as you love me. You're right. I'm gonna try to keep myself together till I find in you. Oh, baby. Before I take you back to heaven, gonna find.
That one is from the living legend, the one and only Mr. Brian McKnight. Find myself in you. We're going to keep it going with these nice funky hits. And this one is coming in from the one and only Mr. Anthony David. Let me in. And if you know me, you better definitely do that. Let me in. Let's get it. Yeah. You are listening to Mr. Know-It-All Reactions Radio Show Live. Please be sure to subscribe.
Oh, it's gonna be a really heartache to crack. The more you try to resist, the more I keep on that. Get the ADT on your heart. You keep stopping before we start. Giving me the runaround, feeling like I'm on the track. How long you gonna keep me knocking at your door? How long you gonna keep on treating me like I'm the one that hurt you before? How long you gonna keep me standing in the cold? How long before you let me in your soul? Let me in, won't you? Let me in. Tell me when. Let me in. Seems there's always a mountain to climb. Seems like I'm always telling myself, take a little more time. Sending mixed signals and it's keeping me in confusion. Please don't keep making excuses. How long can you just let time keep slipping away? How long you gonna keep our future from being today? How long you gonna let our flight keep getting delayed? How long you gonna keep us from having it made? What do you say? Let me in. Oh, let me in. Oh, let me in. Let me in. Oh, oh, oh. See, I can't even hide it, baby. What's it gonna take for you to make your mind up, girl? Should I walk away? Am I wasting time, baby? I don't wanna wait forever. Won't you let me up? Won't you let me? 'Cause I need you. I've got to have you, baby.
That's Let Me In by the one and only Anthony David. Another you got to make sure you put it to your soundtrack. We're going to keep it going with the next group. You got to be in mint shape for this one. It's coming in from the one and only Mr. Group Iconic. Mint Condition, If You Love Me. Let's get it.
Got this feeling in this yearning for you. I hope you feel the same.
You are listening to Mr. Know-It-All Reaction Radio Show Live. Please be sure to subscribe.
In my heart, there is a love that's yearning for you. Let me know the same, this yearning that I do. All I know is that I need a love, give a world I need. Don't be afraid or hesitate. I'm trying to make you see. Oh, it's gotta be me. You say to show me, show me you love me. This love, say that you always be with me. All the words that you didn't say pushed me away from you. Words of love that I need to hear to let me know you do. Through the night, I dry my eyes. For now, I have learned. Lonely tears, they fall the same. When love is not returned. Love is not returned. If you really love me, oh, just say it then. Why don't you show me? If you love me, this love me, this love me. Always be with me.
That's a fire jam from the one and only Mint Condition. And like I told you, you gotta be in tip-top shape to understand what these boys are talking about. If you love me. And if you love me, you definitely make sure you subscribe to the Mr. Know-It-All Reactions radio show live. Subscribe on both platforms on social media, YouTube, and you can also find me on Facebook as well. But we're gonna keep it going with the next topic of conversation. And this is the topic that we definitely got to discuss. And it's with the leading topic. It's supposed to be the leading. Well, it's going to be the hot topic, the trending topic right now. We'll just say that, okay? So Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare, one of the biggest insurance providers there it is in the health industry. And he was unalive today. Shot what, 2 or 3 times from what police are saying. And this is a story that's is continuing to develop as well. But I'm just bringing you guys just a little bit of information that I have received and actually looked on. But if you saw some of the disturbing videos on the news media, they showed the gunman, and the gunman, he looked like he was pretty sophisticated, and he went there with some intentions to do what he had to do because he was dressed up. And they're saying that they do have photos and pictures of this gentleman that unalived Mr. Thompson. But you can see in the videos that this is right around between 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. He was getting ready. He was walking by himself, heading to what they're saying that he was getting ready. He was heading to a meeting. And the gunman wearing like a green grayish looking jacket, had a backpack on, mask. He had a hoodie over his head, mask over his face. You see him pull out the weapon, and the weapon had a muzzle, had a silencer on it with a suppressor, and he shot Mr. Thompson 3 times in the back. Well, they say it in the back and in the leg, and where he expired at that scene at the time of the incident that happened. And the gentleman who did this, you see him walking, and he get on a bicycle and go on his merry way. But the news that's coming out right now, they're saying that the shell casings was left at the scene of the crime. And there's a phrase that they use in the healthcare industry as far as like with the insurance industry. They use, there were 3 shell casings, and each one of them had a word on it saying delay, deny, and defend. This is on the shell casing. On each shell casing, the 3 shell casings they found on the scene, each one of them had a phrase on it, says delay, deny, and defend. And they're saying that a lot of these health care people that's in this industry, that's a phrase that they always use. And if that's so, man, that is so tacky. So horrible, because we all understand how it is. And before I go there, I want to separate the man that expired, Mr. Thompson, because no one deserves to be unalived like that. Regardless of what his position was working for this company, that should have never happened to that gentleman. That should never happen, because that man got wife and kids and so on and so forth and whatnot. Because, we have to be able to separate. I can separate, the individual from the particular job itself, because, a lot of us work for companies and work for jobs where our companies take advantage. Whenever there's an opportunity to take advantage of somebody, a lot of these companies that we work for, we've been put in a position to where you be like, man, that's kind of cold that you did XYZ. So I understand that, you know what I'm saying? So we can't sit up there and throw stones about, what this man, his position was with this particular company. So I'm going to separate that. But with this insurance company, we all have because we all have to have health insurance, and we know a lot of times when it comes to using or whenever you need the health insurance to be able to, take care of whatever you need to take care of health wise, a lot of times they more focus on not helping you. They more focus on, especially God forbid, if you have a serious injury, a serious health issue. If you don't have the proper coverage for it or whatever, then you just SOL, and that's sad that it has to be like that, But a lot of people are putting this together with, they're saying a lot of nasty things about this guy because of his position with this particular company. And I'm saying to myself, whoa, wait a minute now. I'm not moving the line that far to be able to put all this together and say he got what he deserved because he worked for a particular company, But with the gunman, they're saying that this is a worldwide manhunt for this guy who did this. And I'm praying and hoping like, hey, there's some justice that come to this or whatnot. But because at first, when I first saw this, I'm thinking to myself, hey, man, because I know we all have an understanding like, hey, man, the insurance companies, these are some of the biggest, scammers, frauds, whatever you want to call it, whatever. It's just nothing good when you have to deal with insurance companies. And when I first saw it, for me to say, hey, look, this guy's by himself at a certain particular time, this almost looked like this was an inside job, because who knows anything about who we've been having insurance company for how long now? Who do we even know who the CEO? We never know who the CEO was of none of these insurance companies until this happened today. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, no average Joe, because we don't know who was who. We don't know anything about who's the big wigs and these big companies like that or whatever. So I'm thinking just from that alone that this was probably an inside job. But then when the evidence is coming to surface about the shell case and saying defend, deny, and whatever else they said or whatever, I'm saying to myself, whoa, this looked like this was personal. It kind of reminds me of the situation that happened with John Q. You remember with that movie that Denzel Washington played in where his son didn't have insurance coverage, and he did anything by any means necessary to make sure he get his son a heart transplant. And he held up a whole hospital hostage to be able to get his son a heart transplant. And the insurance companies was a bunch of joke at the time, whatever. They didn't want to help this kid out because he didn't have insurance, and that pushed Denzel Washington character over the edge. This reminds me of that, just from the little things that I've gathered right now, as far as like, with the gunman involved and him leaving behind these little clues of, he's letting people know, hey, I did this is my, thing or whatever. But when you start talking about defend, deny, and all that or whatever, and you know what, it still could be an in-house job, whatever. How would somebody that's an average Joe know that an insurance company would have a certain phrase like that? This might be now that I think about it, man, this might be in-house job. This might be an in-house job. This ain't no average Joe walking up, know all the little phrases and sayings to know this guy's where his to know who the CEO is, to know his every movement, for him to be walking from one place to another at a certain period of time. And so this guy been scoping this guy out. He did his homework. Just like Curtis R. said, he did his homework. He did. Now that I think about it, whatever, I'm putting all this stuff together now, this sounds like an inside job. But the thing about it is this, see, the insurance company, you don't know who this guy may have upset or disagree with in the insurance company, because at the end of the day, insurance companies, hospitals, schools, clothing, food, all this is the circle that's regulated by the federal department. All this stuff is regulated. They regular all this. They got all this in common. So you don't know who this guy may have pissed off, got upset at. Somebody's pockets might have gotten light. We just don't know, and it is to be continued to see exactly what's going to unfold with all this or whatever. But I'm saying to myself, man, I'm looking for more stories to develop about this because, this is kind of, it's almost like we live in a real life movie right now for someone to do something like this and be so sophisticated to put a muzzler, silencer on it at a certain particular time and dressing up and all these different things that the the gentleman did to put this whole orchestrate this whole thing. Let me get a drink of water, excuse me. Whoa, man. My throat was parched over there. Parched. Is that what they say? Parched. But anyway, I mean, you guys, I want you guys' thoughts about it. I want you guys to tell me exactly how you guys feel about it. Do you guys think that this thing was staged? Do you think it was an in-house job? Do you guys think that this was an average Joe that did this? And if it was an average Joe, do you guys think that this guy's a professional? Did somebody send him? I want you guys' thoughts in the comment section as well, because I am really, really want to hear what you guys think about it. Me, I think it's an in-house job, or somebody in-house sent somebody to actually do this particular job. But either way, it's this got in-house written all over it, just from all the evidence that I'm looking at and seeing and so on and so forth or whatever. But it's a manhunt for the guy. With this guy being so professional and clean like this, whatever, man, good luck on finding him, especially in New York City. So, there's a lot of things that are going on there in New York. But I want your guys' thoughts and opinion about it as well, okay? But we're gonna keep it going because we definitely got to talk about one more particular subject. But we're gonna keep it going with the one and only Mr. Music Soul Child. We're gonna get that money right. Let's get it.
Girl, you know what got you right. I just wish I could do a little more for you.
You are listening to Mr. Know-It-All Reaction Radio Show Live. Please be sure to subscribe.
Make you know just can't get to you, girl. And when I get a minute, life you one of the time, spending, grinding just ain't enough for me and you. Now I know you've been around, holding me down. And you never ever complain about nothing, cause you know I'll take you out and make you smile somehow. Way, even though I know it's not much today, but I know we always got tomorrow. If I gotta beg you borrow, I'ma make you happy, baby. I promise. So the point you are throwing me right on to take care of you. Oh, 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 baby, don't you promise? So the point you are throwing me right on to take care of you. Oh, 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 don't you? I promise. Now if I had the power, I'd make your dreams come true. But when I barely sleep and hardly eat at the end of the day through, yeah. If I could tell the future, I still wouldn't change a thing. Because I know no matter what I got, girl, it still won't be the same. I know you've been around, holding me down for a while now. And you never ever complain about nothing, cause you know I'll take you out and make you smile somehow, some way. Even though I know it's not much today, but I know we always got tomorrow. If I gotta beg and borrow, I'ma make you happy, baby, I promise.
That is Money Right by the one and only Music Soul Child. Now, guess what, y'all? The next artist coming up, if you don't get your money right, she's going to definitely put you out. This coming in from the one and only Mr. R. Kelly. Don't put me out. Please don't do it.
Baby, now I realize
You are listening to Mr. Know-It-All Reactions radio show live. Please be sure to subscribe.
I just didn't show it. I'm sorry. Don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out. Don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out, don't put me out. I remember you said to me, don't talk about it, be about it. I should have felt you when you said to me that you were all alone. I act like I was doing a favor for you cause you were with me. Some had me thinking that whatever happens, this would be my home. But I was wrong. I was wrong. How can I have been so? How can I have been so low? I wrote a song. The computer wrote a song. Wanna hear it? Here we go. From now on, I won't talk about loving you, cause I'm gonna be about loving you. I won't talk about coming home, cause I'm gonna be about coming home. I won't talk about both of us, cause I'm gonna be about both of us. I won't talk about making sweet love, cause I'm gonna be about making sweet love. Now I remember when we used to crib in Studio 12A. Cozy palace on the floor, making sweet love night till day. Used to say I wanna have my baby boy and call him man. But now it's all gone up in smoke and baby, I don't understand. All I know that is I was wrong. Stoop so low. How could I stoop so low? I wrote a song. I wanna hear it. Here we go. From now on, I won't talk about loving you, cause I'm gonna be about loving you. I won't talk about coming home, cause I'm gonna be about coming home. I won't talk about.
That's R. Kelly. Don't put me out. And just like I said, if you don't come up with that money right, you definitely gonna get put out. But speaking of putting out, we gotta definitely talk about it, family, boys and girls. The Vice President, Kamala Harris, people are concerned about the last interview, she came on live and she did an interview, and people concerned about her because she was addressing the public and she was basically saying just giving her last hoorah speech about how everything unfolded with her presidency race. And you can look and tell just from her, that last interview that I saw, she looks very, very like the race really drained this woman. Okay. And I'm not saying it in a derogatory way. All right. But I am definitely concerned about how so from what I've been getting, from what the information I've been gathering, they're saying a lot of these donors and some people that was inside the race itself, they're saying, hey, look, we raised almost $2.some billion. Now we are $20 million in debt. A lot of owners, not a lot of owners, but a lot of donors, a lot of people that donated millions and millions of dollars to her campaign, they're looking for something in return now. They're very, very upset. A lot of people, a lot of high profile people that somebody are really upset because she did not win and they don't know why are you $20 million like in debt. What's going on? What happened with the money? Now they're talking about auditing. They're going to start doing audits with the DNC party, and they want to pinpoint every little nickel, every little dime that's spent in the party and where the money is going at. Because if you raise $2.some billion and you didn't win, and then you're $20 million light in the hole, what's going on? Because it almost sounded like it was some promises being made and they didn't keep it. And now you know how it is when you start messing with some people who know these somebodies, they want answers. And if you don't give them answers, it can go a different kind of way. And because a lot of these people that donated money to these different campaigns, they want something in return. They're not just going to they're just not donating millions of dollars just for the hell of just donating. I can tell you that right now. A lot of these guys are some top executives. A lot of these guys have, they are freaking multi-millionaires, damn near billionaires. If they donate some of these funds to you, you better believe it. They're looking for you to watch out for them and whatever investment they have, whatever business they have. So when they don't win and things just go sour like it did, because they were under the impression, from what I have been told, that they were telling the people, hey, these guys as investors, to donate to the cause, to the campaign, saying, hey, what we looking like? Do you guys think we're going to win these battleground states? Do you guys think that, we're going to pull this whole thing off, even though she only ran for 120 days or however long she ran, however short she ran? You guys think we're going to pull it off? And the people that was working for the party saying, hey, we got some influencers that's going to gather up the masses to bring the masses in drives and droves and get them to the polls to vote. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and send your 8, 9, 10 million, however millions they invested or billions they invested. Go ahead and do that or whatever. We got Beyonce on board. We got Taylor Swift on board. We got Eminem on board. We got Megan Thee Stallion on board, Cardi B, all the people, the celebrities, these are influencers in the game right now. We got them in line and whatnot. They're going to go and do the work for us. Give us the money so that way we can get these people on board. Okay, cool. All right, you guys going to go. Okay, so we give you the money. You got us, right? We're going to go ahead and do it or whatever, but don't forget me. Here you go. Write that check out. Email it to them. I mean, not email it, but send it to them electronic wise or whatever. Hey, John Doe, I just gave you $5 million. Remember me, just let you know who I am. 5 million. Look out for me. Okay, we got you. When we win, we're going to get you. That's how that conversation went in my mind. Yeah, we win, we're going to get you. Next thing you know, they lose and lose royally. These people say, I'll be damned. You guys finessed us. I want my money back. You told me that you was going to win. You $20 million light. What you mean you $20 million light? What? No. You promised me. Well, hold on. No. Get whatever you gotta do. Get Kamala on the phone right now. You $20 million light. You didn't win. Who's gonna look out for my business or whatever the case may be? I just gave you the look that I had or whatever because I just figured that that's not gonna work. Okay, I tell you what. If you don't give me my money, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get my money some kind of way with it, man. But either way it goes, either you're gonna give my money willingly or you're gonna give it unwillingly. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna get my money. I bet you that probably stressed the hell out that woman. That's the reason why she looked like she looked beat up. She looked like she's worried. She looks like, dang, man, because they're saying that she pretty much messed up the whole way they do business when it comes to loaning money for the Democratic Party, period, altogether. That's what they're saying. That's not my words. That's what they're saying. And here's the thing. I don't have a dog in a fight with neither one of the candidates, to be honest with you. I don't have no dog in a fight. Not at all. But I do not, I hate the fact that, this all come to end like this or whatever, because I'm just telling you, just looking from everything from afar, it looks like this woman, she got a lot going on. It looks like she is just super, super nervous and frustrated, not frustrated, but she's nervous about some things that possibly going to happen to her, and maybe some stuff being leaked out, because there are some people that's going online right now. They're doing interviews, people that was part of the campaign. They doing interviews saying, hey, we were reckless with this, or allegedly that happened. this person got money, that person got money to influence and get people to the polls, and you name it, vice versa. So all this was going on at that particular time, and it's being leaked out. Some stuff that should not be leaked out has been leaked out. So people are concerned, and you should be. I think you should be, especially with how she looked, when she did that last interview. People saying, oh, she looked like she drank and so on and so forth or whatever. We don't know. I'm not going to jump to speculation on that. But, it's just one of those type of things that, hey, look, whatever happens in the dark, it definitely come in the light. That's what they say. And I definitely believe in that wholeheartedly. But, some of the Democratic shills, that's what I call them. You have to fight with them every single day. And, they definitely want to throw shade at you and so on and so forth or whatever, because you don't believe a lot of things that they believe in. And that's fine and dandy. I'm one of the type of people I can agree to disagree with you. I've been doing it, for a long time. But they're saying that, hey, look, they're not really concerned about it. They think everything's will come out smooth. And I hope everything does. I hope, what's done in the, I hope what comes in. What's the old saying about, it'll come out, you put something in the wash, it'll come out, whatever, not forget how I go, but I'm getting tongue tied there. But, we'll see what's going to happen with how everything's going to unfold with. I'm definitely going to keep my ears to the streets, in the social media streets. That's what I call the streets, the social media streets. Watch and see exactly how everything's going to unfold with everything. And hopefully everything works out smooth. And I'm hoping they get that money back, because that is kind of spooky and scary to know that a campaign will to collect and be donated that kind of money, and it just fly away like a fart in the wind. It just that, it's need some answers there. Excuse me, give me a drink of water. Excuse me. So I say this before I go. I want your guys' thoughts and opinions as well. Do you guys think that, you guys should be concerned about Kamala? Do you guys think that that there was some type of mishandling of the money? Do you guys think that that she's in some type of that she's stressed out over the whole presidential race? Do you guys think that she's okay? Or what you guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section whenever you watch the video, this part of the show. So anyway, I want to say this. I want to say thank you guys for tuning in another episode of Mr. Know It All Reaction. I didn't get to introduce myself early, but I'm going to do it right now because I love this particular saying from the one and only Mr. John Amos. I am Mr. Know It All Reaction. Do that again. I'm sorry. Rewind. I am Mr. Know It All Reactions.
He's got his own money. And baby, when I tell you he's got his own money, I mean the boy has got his own money.
Yes, indeedy. And I want you guys to make sure you go to Mr. Know It All Reactions on Facebook. Subscribe there. I need to get to 100 subscribers on Mr. Know It All Reactions Facebook channel. You go there, subscribe there. Also, go to YouTube and subscribe to Mr. Know It All Reactions radio show live on YouTube as well. I promise you, we're going to definitely entertain you. And whatever news that we come up with, I promise you, I will definitely be on, because I have to keep my word and I have to keep my promise. All right. So that being said, I love you guys, man. I sure appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you share, likes, hit that notification bell as well. But I will definitely see you guys soon. If something break with the breaking news, whatever, I'll be on earlier. But anyway, I love you guys to pieces. Wow.